everyone, it's Angie. Thank you so much for being with me today on the topic of a guilt-free you. And this is going to be all about learning how to say no. And this is an important one for those of us who label ourselves people pleasers. We want to avoid conflict. We don't want anybody to ever be upset. We don't want to disappoint anybody. We want everybody to be happy. So we say yes to everything. And we say yes because it's an easier answer. And that's not always the best answer. The easiest answer is not always the best answer, especially when it comes to you using your time and energy in ways that you don't really want to use it. So we have 3 simple steps that you can take, or rules that you can remember and follow to help you say no and to feel good about saying no. The first one is time to think it through. We're going to make a hard and fast rule. We are never, ever, ever going to give an on-the-spot yes. You can turn around 5 minutes later and say yes if you like to, but you're never going to give an on-the-spot yes. This will allow you a little time to be able to think it through. Do I actually want to do this? What is the actual time commitment? It will also give you time to think about questions you need to ask. Maybe you need more information than what you've been given. So having this rule of never giving an on-the-spot yes will buy you some time to actually consider if you want to do this or not. The second one is we're going to learn how to feel safe to say no. A lot of us have had past issues where we've said no and there was a negative consequence. So maybe you said no to a parent and you were punished, or maybe you said no to a friend and they said, oh, not playing with you anymore. And so we felt alone then. So we may have past issues that are at play here when it comes to saying yes to everything. There may be a deeper reason for this. And so you're going to explore those things and free yourself up from that. And then the third thing that we're going to do is learn a very graceful no. We're going to pre-plan and write out a sentence of a graceful no, which means it's just a kind way to say no. Maybe it's something that they've asked you. You don't need to create pause. You don't need a time to think about it. You know very well that you don't want to spend time doing that thing. And so you're going to have this ready. It's going to be in your pocket and ready to go. Anytime you're caught in the situation, you can say no and feel good about saying no. So those are our top 3 things that we're going to do. And you can use the worksheet, and I encourage you to do so. Go into the worksheet. It's going to ask you those questions, help you plan out exactly how you're going to work through this new way of being and saying no when you want to protect your time and energy. And then when you're ready for the next steps, I want you to go into the manual, and it's going to tell you the next things for you to do so that you can continue to learn and to grow and to keep reducing that stress on your mind. When you learn how to say no and you're protecting your time and energy, you will reduce so much mental stress for yourself. When we're doing things we don't want to do and we're spending our time in ways we don't, our mind is upset with that. It will argue with that. And so anytime we can reduce that arguing of the mind, we can reduce our mental stress. And that leads to a happier life. And that's what all of these simple solutions are about. So I hope this has been extremely helpful to you. I want you to go do your worksheet now, and then I want you to go into the manual and see what those next steps are, and I can't wait to see your results.